Well, hello there. So I am recording this quick video because apparently there's some demand, and I'm fully very much aware that this video quality and sound is going to be very sucky, but it's a very ad hoc video. So I am just doing a quick one on how to add holes for your magnet into the base's STL. So if you have Warhammer 40,000, 9-page Warhammer, Old Hammer, Age of Sigmar, whatever, you won't probably have to have your bases printed from time to time. So, and in this case, I'm going to just do a quick tutorial for the Blender that I use with a very quick short method on uploading, well, on editing STLs to make them hollow or removing some material. So this is the very basic Blender start. The software is cheap, well, free, really. You don't have to pay for it. The standard version is fine. This cube just pops in initially when you open up the Blender software. So they just remove this. You have to go to File and import an STL here. So you can just select from this. Remember your navigation, so go here. And this is where I store my bases, some of them at least. So let's pick one up from this selection. Let's take my basic, but yeah. Blender tends to, for some difficult to understand reason for me, it just imports it somewhere in a different place. So let's move this here. You can also shift middle button, but that's not really important now. So here we have our base, and we want to remove some material. So you can see if it's printed, it's going to be very flat, and you would have to drill for magnets to be installed inside. So you can, I don't know, move them around the trays or magnetize them to your carrier case or something like that. So how are we going to do this? Let's get add mesh, and let's select a cylinder. Cylinder is better because you want to you have a round base, so you want to have a cylinder because that's how we're going to be removing material from the base. Well, material, really, some part of the STL, really. So it's very small, as you can see. So on the side here, you have the size that you want to modify. So let's make it 10 times bigger. It is slightly too big, so let's modify this to 7. So now you can see this cylinder matches quite nicely with the base. You can use this menu to align better. These objects will usually align quite nicely. So let's see. This is roughly okay. Probably you want to have it done more accurately, but I just want to prove a concept. You can move it up, move it further in, and now you can see these STLs, these objects overlap. So this you can, in this way, you can determine how deep the cut will be. Just move it a little bit higher. And now select the base rather than the cylinder. Go to modifiers. So you have modifier properties. Go to add modifier. Select Boolean. Select the object of cylinder. That's our cylinder down there. You have now selected this function of interaction between the objects. Go apply. It's disappeared, but believe me, it's there. Select the object, this here cylinder, and delete it. You can just hit on the delete on the keyboard. And just like that, we have a base that now has a hole in it. So this is a very quick way to just remove this part of the STL. Go to File, Export, STL. Once again, we go to our folder with the bases. I usually have a separate one that has drilled ones. Let's go 3. Hit export STL, and now you have an STL of the base that already has a hole in it. So now in the way, this way you can just print the base with the hole inside, and you don't have to drill for it. And well, this makes your life much easier when it goes to magnetizing bases. Thanks for watching. Bye.